Bow. What's up, y'all? Thank y'all for tuning into the Four Stooges. My name is Nick Johnson, and y'all are tuning into one of the most positive shows, one of the bestest and most entertaining shows on the net.
Suck it to me.
I'm here with my three brothers, Ryan Burnett, Malcolm Stowe, AB, Anthony Bolbrin. And we about to kick it to y'all,
fours up, man. Throw them fours up.
Throw the fours up, Four Stooges. Come on.
Up, man. Respect.
Four pockets full over here.
Four pockets.
Four pockets.
Well, what's up, though?
6 pockets. I got cargos on.
This week,
how y'all feeling today? It's Saturday, May 29th, Nick Johnson's birthday. Even though y'all gonna see this in June.
Memorial Day weekend.
Feel
me? So it's a blessing.
And the weather is beautiful.
Out here in the U, man.
Out here in the big U. Yeah, shout out Utica College, man. No cap.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel sorry for both y'all that y'all live out here because the vibe you get when you drive into Utica, being here for we went to school here for 4 years and we haven't been here in a while. It's a different type of energy.
Type stuff.
Yeah, right, Mal? You get a vibe shit.
Yo, when we came here, I'm looking at these houses. I'm like, or the houses where people that we went to school with would live. I'm like, yo, this is where they live. We used to be in here doing this. Yeah. We used to do this. Like, you reminiscing over there. Like, you feel like you missing a part of yourself when you come back up here. It feel good.
Type stuff, bro.
It's the you, man. Yeah. And but by the way, how do y'all feel today?
To say the least, I feel good. I got a lot of euphoria going on. My energy is up, The vibe is here. I'm seeing a lot of boys, the boys is back.
Boys is back. Yeah. Boys is back in town.
A lot of our boys that we haven't seen since we stopped playing football together pulled up, and it's been years, bro.
I opened the door. I see Keanu walking in. I thought somebody's about to come rob us. I was legitimately scared. Like, who is this nigga? Oh, that's Keanu.
I mean, you are scared of him, though.
I'm not
Shout out to the Bodman.
Bodman. Shout out to all my Jamaicans. Kadiki, the only Jamaican I'm not scared to fight.
Yo, big up to Kadiki, though. You know what I'm saying? He definitely cooking up some Rasta pasta.
The Rasta pasta in the kitchen right now.
That, bro.
Shout out to my boy Kadiki. I'm just kidding. But, wait, what the fuck was I
How we feeling?
How we feeling? Yeah.
So your vibe in Utica is what you was really getting.
Oh, yeah, the vibe in Utica is cool. But I feel great, man. It's a great day.
Feel great.
Yeah,
you know what's crazy? I don't even feel like it's my birthday. I just feel like it's a great day.
Yeah, it's so funny he even says that, though, because last night we're setting up, yada, yada, yada. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. We looked at each other. I said, yo, bro, ain't it Nick's birthday, bro? He said, yeah. I said, 29th, right? He said, yeah. He's turning 29? I said, no, it's 29th. He said, yeah, it's his birthday. We look at Nick. Nick is just sitting there asleep with the mic. He was ready. Let me tell you, he was ready. He was ready. He had the mic in his sleep. Ready to go. You feel me?
Big drool. Don't forget about the drool.
Why I would have put him out there?
I know AB drew when he sleep. I've seen it.
No cap. He's right.
Yeah, niggas be looking crazy. We all look crazy though.
Niggas be jewelers.
You know what's funny?
Jewelers?
My last name used to be Jules. That's my mom's maiden name. They used to cut my ass. I was bad in elementary school, bro. Like, I'll be talking to niggas and out of nowhere just drew. Like, almost how it is now. Just drew. I don't. What is it? Over salivary gland or something? Hey, yo, pause.
Oh, that's why Leo. That's why Leo be tweaking.
Speaking of a high value woman,
Batman fire that.
Nah, but yeah, go when he said Leo. Yeah, he got a blocked one, so that's why he be breathing so hard. Yeah, his breath be kind of stinking because he's not releasing all
enough
that
saliva and dry mouths creates bad breath.
Yep.
But so it's May 29th. I think the restrictions for COVID recently got lifted in New York.
Yeah, no masks.
And it's different, bro.
You jacking it though?
In the sense of what?
Like, you feel safe, like, to walk into a store with no mask?
I've never liked wearing masks.
No, I was the
nigga getting yelled at because I ain't have a mask on everywhere.
So point blank period, I don't care who got it, if it's out there, whatever.
I got the shits already. I can't get it twice, right?
Oh, wait, you did?
Yeah, I had COVID.
Bro, mind you,
me and my whole family got it.
I was blessed. At that situation. I did get it, but I was blessed.
He got it after, but Mal came to my house. We were shooting the podcast, right? And my mom was feeling sick, but we didn't know what was wrong with her. So I told Mal, you could pull up, but you got to wear your mask when you pull up. Me and this nigga played ball, and we both had masks on because I'm like, yo, if I have it, I don't want to give it to you. And it turns out I did have it. But we got the pod done and shit like that, and he didn't get it.
I didn't get
There you go. Get
So
shit
the
done.
math worked, people.
We were taking your CMOS at that time.
Yeah. But I
See
did
more
get
for
it.
the system.
But shout out,
he
shout
had
out,
that
shout
shield
out.
on him.
Yeah, come on. Shout out to CleanurSystem, man.
But it was crazy though. So I woke up. I went to Lowe's this morning to pick up the cord, and the first person I see, I try to talk to an employee. I don't have my mask on. He don't have his mask on. I'm like, yo, what's up? Where can I find this? First thing he does is look me in my face and give me a dap.
Yeah. Firm handshake. Not a dap, a firm handshake.
A firm handshake. I'm like, oh yeah, we back to this now.
Yo, did he bring you in? Like, yo,
It was like, yo, what's
Like,
up, bro?
greetings,
Niggas ain't
bro.
do this in a year. What's
Yo, hold on. Don't that feel good when you dap someone? Y'all do that 3 handshake shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's like a Rubik's Cube.
Yo, at the end of home run.
Come
Like, you
on.
feel me? Like, yeah, my guy.
You one of us.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So it was fire. I'm like, yo, we back, bro. We back. It feel like we in Florida now.
Yeah.
Y'all ever
Or
heard
Atlanta.
like how,
Or Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta been wild.
Oh, you in the A with it?
Yeah, we in the A with
Yeah, I
it.
heard
We in the A with it. Shout out to Trae.
Shout out to Trae Young.
Nah, respectfully, I respect Trae Young though. He's been doing his thing, young bull out here
Definitely
wilding.
doing his
But yo,
thing.
we gonna see you in the NY, boy.
Yeah.
Fuck
Stop
that. Hey,
playing.
yeah,
Make
what
sure
you
you don't
talking
run
about?
into Tatum.
You
who
better
do y'all think is
stop
gonna
while
win
you
that
ahead.
series?
What series? The Knicks.
Knicks.
The Knicks
and
versus
Hawks.
Atlanta Hawks, because
It's tough.
the Knicks has a great defense, and that's what you need to stop Trae Young. Who, by the way, I called his career. I told niggas he was going to be the best player in that draft.
Who's
You
in his
said
class?
Yeah.
Who's in his
It's
class?
on YouTube.
Doncic is in his
I was gonna
class.
say
Oh,
he's
come
in
on.
Luka's year.
But Doncic wasn't.
on YouTube though.
Doncic wasn't the number one pick because no one knew who he was. So he came out of the woodworks, right?
Right.
But out of everybody that was talked about, it was DeAndre Ayton, somebody else, and then Trae Young was taken third.
Who came in that class though?
DeAndre Ayton, I forgot who was number
So it was
two.
really probably just Doncic, Ayton, and Trae.
Those were the top 3 dudes.
Yeah.
Was De'Aaron Fox in that? Lonzo Ball in them?
RJ Barrett? Was it?
RJ
I think it was RJ Barrett.
Oh, RJ might have been in his class.
Yeah, RJ Barrett.
You right.
And I'm like, Trae Young, the reason I said Trae Young's going to be the best is because he played like Steph Curry, bro. And I drew it back to Michael and Kobe. Kobe came into the league. He seen Michael play. It's like, oh, I have the same skill set as him. Let me do exactly what he does. You feel me? Like, when we play football, we watch niggas who we're built like, and it's like, okay, I could do that.
Shout out to Marshawn Lynch.
Beast mode.
Aaron Donald for me, bro. Like, when I seen...
I mean, give or take.
When I got switched to D-line and I seen, oh, it's a 6-foot dude that's the best D-lineman in the league. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Trae Young is just going to watch Steph Curry do what he do and be successful.
And he has all the attributes just like Steph. Legit. And it's like
Legit.
so innate. Like, it's just in him.
Natural.
He just shoots the ball quick, pass the ball lightning fast, has handles to get around you. And it don't even got to be like a Kyrie type of handle. It's just
And his
right around
coach
you.
and his coaches are going to let him do that because
They
they
give him
seen
the
it
green
works.
light.
They seen it
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
10 years ago, Trae Young talents would have been stifled.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, no, you're not shooting the ball like
Yeah.
that. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
I would say if he wasn't efficient, but if he came in the league 10 years ago doing what he's doing now, I
but
think
would they give him the chance to be efficient shooting those shots?
Yeah, that the
Like,
league
he
would-
wouldn't even be allowed to take it.
Well, their draft, he was doing this still in college though,
Right.
so they're gonna draft a nigga based on you feel me.
I think that's part of the Steph Curry effect too.
Yeah,
I think his college coaches
Oh, yeah,
let him
it's-
do it because okay.
But
yeah,
we also gotta big up the fact that like with Trae Young with his game, them having Capella just to be there so Trae Young could either do the floater or throw
get
that
that lob. Yeah.
That's it. You gonna do the
Nah,
floater,
it's
drive
too
it for
hard
the
to
layup.
guard.
Bro, you have 4+ options when you guard in Trae Young. That's ridiculous.
And it's funny that we comparing him to Steph Curry, but his real comparison would be AI in the sense that because you can't put a Warriors team together. That's like lightning in a bottle. You can't replicate that. But what they did was AI was have this great offensive player and just 4 defensive monsters around him.
Yeah, legit.
And that'll take you to the championship. So I feel like they could replicate that with Capella. What's the light skinned dude?
They got what?
Josh
DeAndre-
Collins.
Josh Collins, yes.
DeAndre Hunter, Kevin
Yeah.
Huter.
yeah, Huter, little shooter,
They got
Bogdanovich,
Bogdanovich going crazy.
It's a talented
They got a
team,
lot
bro.
of shooters.
Nah, they
got a
got
young, nice
vets.
team.
Yeah.
You feel me?
What about the Knicks though?
The Knicks have no scorers.
Yeah,
Consistent scorer.
That's
Julius
what-
Randle is nice. He's an all-star this year, but he's just playoff bound. He's just not. He doesn't have that it factor.
He's
right
never
now.
been double teamed before in his life.
So it's hard.
In
It's hard for him
college,
to maneuver.
you gotta remember he played at Kentucky.
Right.
They were all 5-star recruits.
With
Never
AD.
been double teamed. With AD, never been double teamed. Then he came to the league. Was obviously they're not double teaming him. He was never all-star or anything. Now they get to the playoffs, they double teaming him. He's scoring 2.5 points, bro.
No cap.
Nah, yeah.
Jump shot is not that efficient for him to even get crazy.
Yeah.
He's not trying to find a rhythm. D Rose coming off the bench, giving that championship leadership.
Championship
Shout out
leadership.
D Rose. Shout
RJ
out.
Barrett hanging his head if he's having a bad game. The Frank Nakilla dude. Who is he?
Yeah, Frank
don't know.
Nikita.
He plays good defense, but who is he though? For real,
I mean, Trae Young giving him. I mean, Trae Young saying otherwise. That's what I'm saying.
Is D Rose the most rooted for player to win a chip right now in the league? If not, who is?
I would say yeah. I think D Rose. I think definitely D Rose. If you want, yeah.
Who would we love to see win a chip more than D Rose?
LeBron.
That's a fact. Big ups to LeBron.
Facts.
Other
Shout
than
out
why
LeBron.
not?
I respect. I
You
respect
gotta-
LeBron.
He's the closest thing to chasing Jordan at this moment with 6 rings. Call it what you want. Could lost in the finals, whatever. But
Yeah.
he's like how Kobe was in the league chasing Jordan, doing what he was doing. Now it's LeBron basically doing the same thing.
But LeBron is actually on that level.
He's
on it.
where
on that
Kobe
level.
was always chasing, and it was a respectable chase.
But I feel like Kobe's on that level though. I feel like
Kobe, I don't think anyone ever considered Kobe to actually be better than LeBron. Even though he was on that level, on the level of, I think LeBron might be better than Jordan. Because there are a lot of people that
it's
say
like
that.
everybody's definition of better is different. People say he's a better competitor. Okay.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What does that mean? Yeah, he might compete better, but are you trying to say LeBron wants to go out there and lose? No, he wants to win, but just because his job, he do it differently.
Yeah.
Everybody skews it differently. Just because you don't score a lot of points, some people like you're an ass basketball player. All right, but we win games because I gave out 15 assists, which is 30 points right there from my teammates, and I scored 15. So low key, that's 45 points on the board that I scored.
That you are responsible
that I
for.
was responsible
I
for.
created that.
You feel me? So it's like you gotta look at the stats. Some people don't look that deep, but
Yeah, that's why it's hard to argue basketball with some people. Like, there's this guy I argue sports with. His name is Kadiki. Like, he just makes no sense when he says certain things.
Are we good? I got to see though. I just want to see my guy Giannis and them Bucks in the finals. That's it.
that's your favorite player?
Nah. I just want to see him. I want to see him in the finals.
Just to see how he perform.
Yeah.
I think
I'm tired of him not making it. Like, yo, bro, like you the next up. They cheated LeBron and give you some MVPs. Like, what you doing, bro?
That is a fact.
Come on.
That is a fact.
I
He got
agree.
Been here
ti-
too
he
many
got
times.
Did he get back-to-back years?
Probably.
I think he a dog though.
He is nice, but
I don't think we've seen the full form Giannis yet. I think this.
I don't think so either.
If he beats the Nets, obviously he's not gonna beat LeBron in the finals. Right? That's impossible.
But do you think he could get past KD?
If he does, he'll be Giannis now.
Brooklyn going crazy when KD and Kyrie and James. You see, that's why I'm kind of mad Favi ain't put James Harden in our song though. You feel
What
me?
song is this?
No, was it Favi or is it Drake? KD,
What happened?
KD
Talk to
and
us.
Kyrie.
Oh yeah, that was Drake.
That was Drake that said
Yeah.
that. He should have put James Harden in that shit.
He probably didn't get traded there yet.
Nah, he didn't, but I think he knew. Though. He knew it was happening beforehand.
He
though.
heard it on the
Definitely.
tea
Come
leaves.
on
In
now,
tune with
bro.
Nike.
But nah, I think the Nets is playing crazy. They just have a crazy team, bro.
Shit don't make sense.
It's a crazy talent to compete against, but I just think that they haven't played a lot of games together.
Nah, yeah.
And I don't know, bro. Like, even with LeBron is this a better trio than LeBron, D-Wade, and Chris Bosh?
In terms of scoring offensively, yes.
In terms of which trio would you want if you had to put your money on winning the championship?
I'll take LeBron, Wade, and Bosh.
Because LeBron is better than KD. Harden is probably better. Is definitely better than D-Wade at the time. But I feel like Chris Bosh gives you that big. You don't think Harden is better than D-Wade?
At the time,
Yeah.
overall basketball player, nah. Like, we're just Harden.
I'm not gonna lie to you though.
Harden.
James Harden and Dwayne Wade are probably interchangeable for shooting guards of all time. 3rd and 4th place.
That's true. But with
I'd
Hart,
agree.
you gotta give it to
You
D-Wade.
can't. I mean,
You
you
gotta
can't
give
be
it to
mad at
D-Wade?
that, bro. I mean, you got at that time maybe D-Wade, but James Harden wasn't that far off.
I just think James Harden, if he's not hitting, which is rare, don't get me wrong,
Yeah,
like
which
it's
is
rare.
rare.
Except in the playoffs.
No, I'm just saying in general, like James Harden as a basketball player, I feel like if he's having like a bad stretch, shooting wise, then it's over.
He's not very valuable.
There's no value after that. Where D-Wade might not be doing well on the offensive side, but still bring defense.
Yeah, he blocks a lot of
Or
shots.
leadership.
He's the best shooting guard at blocking shots.
Best shot blocking shooting guard.
Has a lot of steals too. Like you feel me? So
that plays into the role of basketball in general.
Right.
So we'll get.
So he definitely.
So we'll give it to D-Wade, and then also Chris Bosh. You give a defensive presence, a big man that can also spread the floor and open up the lane for LeBron. So I would take the Heat's trio.
And I think the mental capacity of like, I'm down by 20 minutes left in a half or whatever the case is. Like, I think LeBron and them would collect themselves and like, yo, let's go get that.
As opposed to KD, Kyrie, and Harden, who are emotional people.
Very emotional dudes. And at that point, you're down by 20. Yo, bro, give me the ball so I can score. Yo, bro, give me the ball so I can score. Yo, bro,
brick.
It's kind of like, at that point, where's the rhythm going? Like, let's find the rhythm first and see who's hot.
And that's why I think Brooklyn is not going to win the chip this year. Because if we see LeBron can win it in his first year, we seen the Lakers kind of did win it in their first year.
Not really, because Bron got hurt that first year with Lonzo and Ingram, and then
so Bron kind of built the chemistry of the organization.
Remember, he missed the playoffs that year. When he got hurt with his groin and shit on Christmas Day from the Warriors, and then he didn't get to. That was that first year, and then the second year AD pulls up, and then they do it that first year.
All right,
you feel me? So,
but the basketball playoffs is fun. I think there's legit 6 or 7 teams that could win. Yeah, bro.
This is probably the most competitive NBA season we've probably had in a long time.
Bro.
Where every team fucks with everybody.
Yeah. For real, solid. You got Luka competing with two superstars, Paul George and Kawhi.
Luka owns the Clippers.
Yeah.
No, I mean not like literally, but like he owns the Clippers. He gives them 40 every time,
bro. Every time. What else you got?
You have the AFC Grizzlies that are probably a pick'em.
Yo,
a pick'em versus the number 1 seed right now.
Ja is different,
bro. Different.
I haven't watched him play yet.
Not gonna lie to you, bro. He's different.
And then they got to do Brooks on Brooks.
Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, Dylan Brooks. Tough
guy,
bro. He got 6'7", guarding your best player on your team, guard whoever it is, and bringing the ball up if he needs to.
You feel me? And giving you 20, 25 games.
It don't make sense. And that's the AC team.
Tough buckets. And letting you know, this is tough. Like, this is what I do.
He be looking like that.
For us, this is what I do.
Exactly.
Really grimy.
I think the Grizzlies is a team not to fuck with. Once Jaren Jackson gets a little better, mental capacity, he's only like 19 years old.
Really?
And
young,
he's like his second year.
Yeah.
He's a big dude.
Shooting threes from half court, bro. 6'11", 7 foot.
And that's the scary thing about basketball too, because you got guys like Jaren Jackson, CJ Anderson on Memphis, all the big guys bringing the ball up, like. Wow. Mm-hmm. And remember, that's an 8. We talking about that. We highlighting the AC team. Yeah. Look how they moving. They moving like how the whole NBA moving. They got the guys.
So is Memphis a team to be reckoned with in the next 10 years?
2 to 3.
2 to 3.
Yeah. They might be like the Denver Nuggets, like no solid players, just they know how to work together. Well, Denver last year going to the Western Conference Finals.
But that's crazy.
Yeah.
That Denver run last year was crazy.
Yeah, bro. A whole bunch of young guys just know how to gel together. That's how we look at Memphis.
I think Denver might be the next Spurs, bro. Because not only do they have that gelling, but they're really talented players. Yeah. Like Jokic is probably going with MVP. Michael Porter Jr., he can be a future MVP.
I don't know.
I mean, I could see the potential.
Shout out to Ree. Ree been calling him Baby KD. Yeah. So the fact that he lived up to the hype that a lot of people had for him.
But there's a lot of Baby KDs out here, though.
Wait. Hold on.
Everybody was calling Brandon Ingram Baby KD.
You feel me?
I never liked Brandon Ingram.
Wait, but
with all the tattoos.
But you said this nigga is like the Baby KD though.
That's what Tyree called.
You said.
I heard you.
You said. Yeah, you just said.
I'm not saying he's Baby KD. Well, he's a Baby KD. He's not KD. He's a Baby KD.
He's a poor man's KD right now.
Right.
I don't see the
Zion is a baby Bron.
So he's a poor man's Bron right now.
Yeah.
They play totally different.
Tatum a poor man Kobe.
Tatum is his own lane. Chill.
You give him that clout?
I think Tatum got like a mellow Kyrie. I feel like mixing them. If I'm that giving him sense.
That Kobe killer mentality.
Not mentality-wise, yeah, he got that
I think
Kobe.
He got in him where it's like, bro, he don't have Jaylen Brown. Not to switch the whole thing around, but
that goes to what I'm saying. Does he really have the Kobe mentality, or is he forced to have it?
He's going against the 3 demons on the East Coast right now.
My point. My point. So does he have that mentality, or is he forced to have it? It's a difference.
I think
that's a good question.
I think you have it. I get what you're saying.
But does he fully tap in?
Some people are natural. Yes. Yeah. It's like Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is not soft, but when he feels like things are going too good, he doesn't go hard. It's not until he gets disrespected he starts going hard. So maybe JT falls in that bucket, but he's young.
I've seen a lot of progression, though. I've seen a lot of progression.
I think naturally he knows he's a better offensive player than anyone that guards him,
but
bro.
that's what gets me tight. Like, bro, kill all game.
But does he need to?
Yes,
he does.
Listen, you're right, but like smart.
That's why Kobe had 82 because he killed all game.
But that was the Toronto Raptors at a bad time.
Okay,
it was horrible. But you got other guys that smart. You could shoot the three from 5 feet away from the 3-point line. Why not?
But my thing is, Kobe mentality. Go back to what you said. If Kobe's on that team and he doesn't see his teammates producing, he's gonna go for 80. He's gonna try and go for 80.
I'm gonna tell you why I think he has a little bit of the Kobe mentality.
Go ahead.
He did the dumbest shit I ever seen anybody do. I think it was his rookie year. They were playing against the Cavs in the conference finals, and they down like 4 or 5, and he dunks on LeBron. Crazy dunk. Oh, man. One of the best for a rookie.
Bro, that's a poster.
Great poster movement.
You remember that?
Come on,
NFT selling for how much?
What does he do after?
NFT talk here.
He runs. Yeah, you remember he starts yelling and he runs up. He chest bumps LeBron. Yeah. Dumbest shit anybody could ever do.
That's a fact.
Why the fuck would you chest bump the GOAT in a conference finals? Nigga, you just got out of college.
That's his role model.
I mean, why not?
Why not?
Because did he make it to the finals?
Nah.
But would you chest bump your role model?
Nah.
Not if
you Tatum, you Duncan, you doing that? Like, yo, LeBron, I'm
rivals,
here.
bro.
I'm not saying I wouldn't. I'm a dumb person. So I make dumb decisions.
Rivals.
It was a dumb decision.
I understand where you coming from, but I don't. In my situation, if I dunk on Bron, I'm letting Bron know I boofed it on you. I'm letting you know, what up? I boofed it on you.
But mind you, he was getting buckets.
Chest bumping.
I mean, shit. If I'm 6'10", and he's 6'8", what up? Yeah.
I mean, and if you getting buckets that game too, it's not like he just dropped 2 points right there.
His confidence went from here to here.
Type stuff.
And that's what you want to see in a young player's growth, bro. If you think about it, so now I'm going to break it down.
I respect it.
Going back to what you said, mentality like Kobe. Before Kobe passed away, RP to the GOAT.
Yes, sir.
He used to train Jayson Tatum.
Exactly.
Where you think Jayson Tatum got all those crazy moves from?
Exactly.
Step backs, all those variations of a step back. You feel me? Through the legs, behind the back, You feel me? Going crazy.
You see how he post up.
This is what, his 3rd, 4th year in the league?
Yeah.
He's not even 22 yet. He got a
Baby.
son that he had since high school. He's a little grown man. You feel me?
Yeah.
I see his game. I told you this beforehand. He's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
he's a Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of Famer.
Not yet, but trajectory, he's easily a Hall of Famer.
I love watching Tatum,
I'm letting you know right now, bro. He's a Hall of Famer.
I got to start watching the Celtics.
Offensively, he's the most skilled dude that I've seen. He's like, he plays like Melo, but with more finesse.
Yeah.
You feel me?
He'll really...
Too much finesse.
Crazy.
Where it's just like, he's chopping Kevin Durant yesterday. I'm like, oh my God, KD, if you was really on the island, you'd be gone.
Gone, bro.
KD couldn't guard him?
No.
Go watch the highlight. He gave him 50.
Nick.
He gave him 50 yesterday, while KD had 38 and Harden had 39.
But niggas was telling me yesterday KD could guard Bron. But he neither here nor there. We're talking about Jayson.
Nah, his Achilles is torn.
On defense.
On offense, he's immaculate. But on defense, his torn Achilles is giving off.
Shout out to JT. I like JT. Everything I've seen from him.
He's a GOAT. He's a young GOAT, bro.
Definitely
no cap.
Boston staple.
Other than winning a chip, he's had the most successful career that you can possibly have at this age.
Right now, yeah.
Like, probably what, 2 of the 3 All-Star games?
2, I think, yeah.
3 conference finals?
About 2 to 3.
Is
I want to say 3 probably because the Celtics been in mad conference finals and keep losing.
The first year.
Nah. The time they had Kyrie, they didn't go, did they?
They didn't go, but they went the year after.
They went the year after.
I think
without
2.
Kyrie.
2.
Without
I think he got 2.
2 conference finals.
2
conference finals, 2 All-Star appearances.
He went with IT and them too, right?
He was a rookie at that point, right?
Yeah, that's when he dunked on Bron and started acting foolish.
So foolish.
So yeah, 2 or 3, like you said.
All right, so picks for the NBA playoffs. I got the Lakers.
Taking it all?
Yeah, I got the Lakers too.
Yeah. Yeah, Lakers. I'm a LeBron. People trying to say LeBron looking a little old. I think he just playing a little slow. Yeah. Game 3, he showed his athleticism, so
he turns it up when he want to turn it up.
That's the thing, bro.
It's a switch for him.
And he switched it up for the whole
his energy.
team.
I've been noticing it.
He's not. He plays for the long haul.
Yeah,
he's more mental now.
He's a tortoise, not the rabbit.
He's playing against. He's playing against Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton. Chris Paul is a Hall of Fame player, and he's a little bit hurt right now. But they're a good team regardless. I'm in my 18th playoffs. This is y'all first time.
You feel
I don't
me?
need to use athleticism, nigga.
I'm
gonna outthink y'all for this whole thing.
Chestnut checkers.
No, yeah.
And like for the people that play college sports, I'm pretty sure we all felt this at a point. It's like, yo, I'm playing football because of knowledge. It's not like I'm a better athlete than you. I just know more. It just come to me. So like I don't really need to think as much, or when I do think, it's 20 steps ahead of
type shit.
You thinking in your athleticism.
And is it like in college? I don't know if y'all ever felt this, but we think it's all athleticism, right? And then you learn certain things, and you realize it's mad easy to do it physically. It doesn't even take that much energy, but just like thinking it out ahead of time is what really gets the job done.
No, yeah, preparation. It's hard for you to fail with preparation.
Like I used to thought having a first quick step, that's a quick twitch muscle. Nah, that's just tapping in mentally. And, nigga, it's like that.
Yeah,
you feel me? Boy. You feel me? So I don't know, man.
I wake up and twitch.
And I feel like that's how Bron is playing ball right now. You see it with Tom Brady. He's 43, but he's
outthinking everybody, just outsmarting everybody, making it happen.
Granddad and shit.
Cat.
This is not even a sports podcast, but we wilding right now.
I was gonna say, like, damn.
We might as well give out the award ceremony.
Give out the awards.
No, Kizzy,
go ahead, AB.
Yeah, let's jump into it. I know it's been a little run. We kind of been going off. We got a topic for you guys. We kind of want to give you guys our perspective on this topic. It's pretty relevant lately. I don't know if you guys tapped in, but Kevin Samuel is a very reputable guy who has been kind of putting this subject out there to the public, and we're gonna attack it right now. So, how do we feel, or what do we think of when we think high value man versus a high value woman?
Versus?
Now, hold on.
Go ahead.
Versus? Ooh.
Yeah.
Versus or both, like.
I would say we'll attack both, and then we'll do the versus. That way we give them both sides, and then I feel like it'll be easier you feel me, people to see where they coexist.
Is there a female Kevin Samuels that speaks to the females?
Speaks for the females? I don't know.
I seen a lady, I don't know her name, but there's ladies out there
that speak that truth.
Yeah, and they would speak like how Kevin Samuels would speak for a woman. They'll speak with that tone of like
a man,
about men. Like, this is a high value man. Women, you should do this, or men, you should do this. Like, that is the woman version. I seen one Hispanic.
The hard thing about Kevin Samuels is that he doesn't speak for men. He's just, and I feel like if women try to do it, they'll be like, "Oh, you need to do this to keep me. We need this and that."
For every single woman.
Yeah, and Kevin Samuels is addressing it more on an objective level. Like, no, you want a good man. Right. I'm not saying I'm a good man or he's a good man. But if you want a good man, I've seen good men. They are out there. You need to fit these certain boxes. So,
no, yeah, I agree, and I don't even think a woman could really do it for a man based on what you said, and plus, like, they would get too emotional. I feel like
that's my thing.
It's gonna turn into a bickering. They won't be able to have men come on their live and actually have a civil conversation.
Okay, so I'm gonna challenge you though, because I think there's some women out there that are capable of that. One or two. There has to be one or two.
If you can name them, you can.
I don't know none.
You can't challenge me.
I mean, but it is a fact that like women do make decisions off feelings, and we're more result based. Like, feel me, more performance based. That's how we are in life. Like, and on the field, you're starting or you're not because of your performance in practice.
It's not because coach doesn't like me. I just think because like.
Feel me? It's all performance based. We live in a results based world. Are you getting it done or not? If not, on the sideline. If you are, get in the game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just how we live. We see the reality in it. A lot of females see it as like Disney Channel stuff, like fairy tale love, and their life's supposed to be like this, and they're like, oh, I get into the bars for free, and everything's just over their head. For us, it's like we had to think about stuff like, I gotta go to the bar tonight, I gotta pay $20 to get in, $30 to get in, I gotta make sure if I go talk to a joint, I got $100 in my pocket for a drink.
Critical thinking.
It's critical thinking.
Numbers.
You have to take steps into what you're about to do, because if you
Gangsta.
don't think about it, you about to get caught up in the matrix, though.
Now you gotta write a book on that right there.
No
You
cap.
came up with that right there?
I mean, just experiences.
Hey, let's go.
His
Let's
own
go.
I can only
conviction.
speak
His
to
own
my
conviction.
experiences. I can hear other people's, but I only can come conclude to mine.
Type shit. So like, what do y'all think of like a high value man? Like, I think we should just start. Everyone just throw their little spiel in.
So
Okay.
just to bring it back to what we were talking about, men not being emotional, right? That is what we're supposed to be. A lot of men are emotional, including myself, and something I'm trying to work on. I think the number one thing for a high value man is to be someone who's not emotional, could control your emotions even when you're hurt, even to the deepest level. I don't know if y'all ever watch Ozark. Y'all ever watch Ozark?
Yeah.
heard
A
of
little bit.
When homeboy Shorty cheated on him,
Yeah.
nigga never yelled, never cursed, he didn't even say nothing to her. He just ate that inside. And you look at that and you're thinking like, oh, it doesn't bother him? No, he's probably as mad as you get.
Mm-hmm.
But he has a resolve of an OG to not lash out. And that's controlling your emotions, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And I always say I want to have Marty Bird, the level of emotional intelligence.
Also, you have to think, his shorty cheated on him, but what was she doing for him? What was her sole purpose? They had kids and everything. Do you want to break this family up? You trying to go the other way with it? Now the kids got to deal with it. So it's kind of like, yo, shorty did that. But what's your purpose? What's your goal at hand? What y'all trying to do? They had a goal at hand. Go watch Ozark to find that goal. But
It's fire. It's fire.
It's
But-
fire. I like how you said
But
that.
that's my thing, emotional intelligence. So that's my number one thing for a high value man, emotional intelligence.
Like that.
Okay. What
Like
y'all thinking? Yeah, I guess we can start with that way. What do you think the most important attribute
Well, high
to
value.
of a high value man?
I'll take it. I would say some of things like 10K a lady, and that could be like just doing the dishes or cleaning, basically simple stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going off of my relationship. Like Serena love cooking for me. I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? But I'll clean the whole kitchen for her. You know what I'm saying? Right after she done cooking and everything for me. You know what I'm saying? Make sure she could relax. Everything. I think more. It's more of life in general, just giving. Making sure that person feel comfortable where they could sit down and relax while you got to go do something. Shout out to Larry June. But Larry June, in his music video, it's organic fatherhood. But he washing dishes, bro. Like, what music video you seen somebody washing dishes?
Hey, right.
Especially a
Come
man.
on.
Especially a
Exactly,
man.
bro. Washing dishes, like, that shit is powerful. When I be washing my dishes, I be feeling like Larry Juice.
Now, do you have the shade? Now, do you have the shades on when you wash the dishes?
With an orange on the side.
I'm up the game though when I get my own shit though.
So like, what do you think you had that same characteristic before you got into a relationship? Because I see you help your girlfriend clean up. Like, do you clean up personally? Are you a clean person? You would say like.
Yeah. I definitely am that type of person. I feel like regardless who it was, it will
You
go
would
down
always
like that.
give that.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's what's up.
As long as you showing me love and care, I'm gonna show the same to you.
That's what's
For
up.
sure, for sure.
That's what's
So
up.
that'll be part of it.
For me, I feel like a high value man is just leadership.
Mhm.
Yeah, leading your women to the right place. Like, I mean, I feel like all females want a dude that's kind of, all right, where are we going? We're going here. All right, cool. It's kind of like your lady's like your passenger, like your Robin. You know what I mean? You're a Batman. She's kind of like your Robin. You know what I mean? You got to take the lead and initiative to make sure you're providing security, whether it be however you want to see your security. Everybody's security is different, whether it be money, cars, helping your female out. She don't have to do much, whatever the case may be. But just leading the situation. All right, babe, look, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go get this amount of money. We're going to make sure we get into this property. We're going to make sure that we have this house, this, and this, and that. It's a plan at hand, and now she could follow with you. You feel me? And she could find her role within, how can I help? You feel me? How can I help get you to where you need to be? Because obviously, you're the leader in the relationship. Like, you're a dominant figure. Like, that's what a woman wants. You got to show strength. You know what I mean? And like you said, the emotional, you can't go to your lady and just, I hate my job today. Why are you complaining to your shorty about what you have going on? You have to make sure she's happy and you're happy. Happy wife, happy life. You feel me?
Fact, though.
So be a leader about your shit.
Happy girl, happy world.
You feel
Come
me?
on, look how we doing it.
Yeah,
No, we're not saying that.
However you want to put it, but you got to be a leader in the situation
Right.
to really make sure y'all taking the rightful steps, because, like we said, females do stuff with emotions. They may tell you one thing what they want, but then next day do another, or whatever the case is.
So how do you deal with a woman, right? Like, we're in 2021, bro. A lot of women, like you said, I agree. A man is supposed to be a Batman, and a woman's supposed to be a Robin. Mm-hmm. Not to sound misogynistic, sexist, or anything like
misogynistic stuff going to the side.
To the side.
You know what I mean?
That is real life.
How do you deal with a woman that you love? You guys vibe. You feel like she's your soulmate, but she's a career woman, and she doesn't know how to play that Robin role. She wants to be the Batman.
Right.
So, I don't know if you guys have ever run into that before.
Nah, that. Go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead.
So basically, that's how the world is coming to. You know what I mean? All my single ladies. You feel me? Yeah. Strong, independent, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Go for your goals. There's no difference between us going for our goals and doing what we got to do compared to what they got to do. Sometimes there are females who do a better job than males in whatever rightful major or whatever studies they want to be into. That's fine. A lot of the times I want to say females kind of, in today's age, are trying to emasculate men. You feel me? Like, if he's trying to be a man and try to make things happen for you in sense of taking leadership and taking that role, some girls kind of like, nah, what are you talking about? I want this. Mm-hmm. I want Ruth Chris for dinner tonight. Like, I want... Hold on. If it's all that serious, you know it's coming out of my pocket. You pay for that. Take us out then. Do all the extra shit that we need to do, since it's all what you want to do.
This is one of the things I've been worrying about lately. And it's like the chicken or the egg type of situation. So we know growing up, there was a stereotype in the black community that a lot of black fathers wasn't around. Which means, I mean, we never thought about it, but there's a lot of single mothers out there. And I'm sure, bro, imagine being in love with a dude, having his kid, and now you're your own heartbroken and raising a kid by yourself. That is stressful, as devastating as the word. What do you think that woman is going to teach her daughter? Never depend on a man.
Be strong and independent.
Yeah. Never depend on a man.
Have your own.
So that's why I'm asking. I don't even want to blame the women nowadays that are like that, especially the young black queens out there. Maybe you seen your mom struggle because she put her love and her faith in a man. And now you have the mindset of, nah, fuck that. I don't need no man. Fine. That's okay, but understand that's going to be your life. You don't need no man, so you're not going to have a man.
Nah, yeah, I agree with that, but to a certain extent, because I think that leaves an excuse. You feel me?
Some excuses are
Whereas
valid, right?
I think what should happen is parents, mothers that are single, that have daughters, should explain to them what happened. Don't just tell your daughter don't like men. She's not you. She didn't experience what you just experienced with that man. For you to tell her not to fuck with men or
I agree.
Be independent. Because that's not what females were here for, bro. They're here to nourish. They're here to actually be your companion. Your Robin. You feel me?
Right.
So you telling your kid that is just making them biased and instilling your fears on them.
And then you're going to fuck them up.
Exactly. And that's how we get this world of everyone is just living in other people's past traumas, bro.
And now I agree with you 1,000%. It's on the parents, right? I don't know if I ever told y'all before. I was babysitting when I used to live in Albany, bro, and there was this girl that broke up with her husband and literally turned her son against her husband to the point where the son, they used to have like supervised visits. I would have to go sit there while this guy played with his son for the only 2 hours he would see him for the week. And when the mom would drop the kid off, the kid would be mad, closed off, and say nothing to the dad. And as soon as the mom left, he would run and start hugging his dad. Because his mom, whatever the fuck she's feeding this kid, is letting him know it's not okay to love your dad.
Yeah.
It's not okay to show your dad love because I hated him. I'm putting that trauma on you.
You feel me?
So I agree with you in that. But the girls we're dealing with is the ones who mothers make that mistake. But now they're traumatized.
But that's my point. Why is first of all, the mother needs to do some self-reflection. Because if you, and it goes back, like, I'm glad we're having this conversation because it all goes back to what are your values? What do you see in a man? Did you fuck up and just talk to this guy without doing your due diligence and you just fucked, and now he fucked you over and now it's a fucked up situation?
A lot of times it's that. A lot of times
but we don't know.
We don't
all
know.
we're taught is what they feel now.
Right.
So it's fuck men. Or on a woman's standpoint, on a man's standpoint, fuck women.
So how do we deal with the young women who mothers fucked up? How do we deal with them? Because it's not their fault technically.
It's not, but they have to live their life, bro.
You gotta live your truth, bro.
You feel me? You gotta live your life.
They need to understand that, and this is vice versa, bro. A man can't train a woman to be a woman. Like, you're not a woman, so how are you to train a woman to be a woman, how to act, etc.? Don't make sense.
That's gangster.
You understand what I'm saying? A woman can't train a man to be a man. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's just naturally a fact. So she gotta play the role of accepting, like, she can't change you. You know what I'm saying? And like, she gotta understand her role. Like, this is what women do. You understand what I'm saying? If she doesn't know what women actually do, lucky enough we have iPhone. You know what I'm saying? We could Google and search this type of things and all of that. But she would need to communicate with a woman that's being a woman. You understand what I'm saying?
A woman who she desires to be. Right. She got to talk to someone like that. Yeah, if that answers the question. Yeah, that definitely does. And that's what I'm going to. It all depends on what that children's mindset is before she hears all the negativity from the fucked up situation her parents in. Because if she never heard that, she might fuck with a man, and who knows, she might be a happily ever after woman, married and all that. But her mom is.
I hope none of this is problematic, but we see it with the Hispanic community. Hispanic women are raised to be wives.
Right.
Am I incorrect in saying that?
Nurturing, caring, loving. What do you need? A sandwich? What do you need? Clean.
And that's what I'm from Trinidad, bro. That's what I come from.
That's what me. That's what my mom. I wake up in the morning. Mom Dukes is pie soul on the crib out all day, every day, and I'm like, yo. You want breakfast? You want?
I remember. I used to go to Hamilton campus, bro, and I would get into arguments with these like liberal girls, which is you have your feelings. I'm not, and what I did wrong in that situation was disrespect their point of view because I didn't agree with it.
Everybody has an opinion, Nick Johnson.
No, word up. And I told you, I'm learning that. You gotta
respect it for what it is.
But apparently, me saying that I want a woman who cooks, cleans, and is that nurturing shit was problematic. It was somehow sexist and feminist. But it's just where I come from. The women that I grew up around are happy to do that type stuff.
So now, not to cut you off, I would have asked him if I were you, what do you want in a man? What do you want in a man? Because that's how Kevin Sam, he breaks it down. He literally makes you answer your dreams. You feel me? And that's how we got to start talking to women, bro. Because they're manipulative, bro. Yeah. They speak with emotion. They're very witch-like.
You gotta let them answer their own questions.
You feel me? They're very persuasive with words. They really get you.
Are all women manipulative by trade? Not even in a bad way, but just
they can be.
Yeah,
they can be.
Wow,
they can be. They can be. They're good with words.
It's not what you say; it's how you say it and how you put it.
They go with words,
and they remember a lot of shit.
They know how to say words to evoke emotions out of you, even though it has no relevance to the situation or them at the time.
Type stuff like he was saying earlier. Like, men are more critical. We get straight to the point. Women will sugarcoat some shit. You'll say something, they'll fucking bring it back to something that happened last week.
They'll set some shit up a month in advance.
You feel me? It's like, yo, I just asked you a yes or no question.
That's it.
Guala, you laughing like you had some experience.
With what?
Nah, we got.
I'm not someone to lie. I had experience like that too, and I'm pretty sure my girl had experience with me like that. I'm not perfect, but it is what it is, bro. Like that, I'll go by reality, bro. Yeah, right. Bro. I'll go by history too. Lately, that's something I've been diving into. History.
Gotta go into history,
and that's where females came from, bro.
Yeah. You're all like history back in the day.
Where we came from, bro.
How did things start?
You feel me?
Feel me? Like, what was the first evolution of how women acted? Like, you feel me? How were kings treated? How were queens treated?
And that goes back to your point too. You said like that's how your family was raised too. That's how my grandparents were. Who's from Haiti, straight off the boat. Your mom straight off the boat. You're American, but I don't know how you're.
Same thing. My mom take care of.
You feel me?
It's Southern. Your mom
the
from
family.
The South
she
too?
take it. No, my mom not from no South. My family's from the South, but a mom gonna be a mom. Like when you saying like your mom, take care of you. Like a mom, like my dad yell mom like, yo, why you doing why you washing their clothes?
Yeah.
But like that's how she feel her love coming from a
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
She's
taking
trying to
care of
say
my
that.
babies.
Have my babies worry less. You feel
Yes.
me? So they can have a better life.
You feel me?
Do what they gotta go do and don't gotta worry about that. Yeah, is it babying them? Cool in a sense. They'll learn it, whatever you could teach them. But like they're trying to take that off your plate real quick so you
As they
can focus
should.
on doing what you gotta do.
I see it
As they
even.
should.
I see it even with my mom. My mom works a lot of hours, especially like the pandemic. She's working her main job. The pandemic for Ben.
Yo.
The pandemic right now, she's working a lot of hours, and it's like she's making a lot of money, and she's overworked, she's tired, but she still come home, and after 12, 13-hour shifts, all right, let me cook something for my husband. You know what I mean? Even if that means I'm only gonna have 2 less hours out of a 7-hour sleep night to go work another 13-hour shift, I'm gonna do that because that's naturally. I want to be a good wife, and to her, that is part of being a good wife. But not to bash anything, and maybe we're gonna have to adjust. Maybe we're gonna have to adjust to ordering food out every day.
Nah, I think times have adjusted already, bro. Because our parents and stuff, I feel like their generation and prior was more of female cooks, cleans, man goes to work, brings the money home. You a housewife, you feel me? And I feel like nowadays, it didn't fully change over, but I feel like men are starting, like Wallace said, he's washing dishes, like. Back in our parents' age, the men wasn't washing no. My dad be damned if he got asked to wash dishes, bro. You crazy? So that's just how times are going, bro. And I'm the same way. Like I'll cook, clean, I'll do all that. Granted, do I want to do it every day? Probably not. Do my girl want to do it every day? Probably not. So we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna hit the equilibrium and do 50-50. But
So here's an interesting with this, right? So women are becoming more independent. They're starting to work more. And obviously, they're starting to want relationships less because, as Kevin Samuel says, as we're saying, most men want this. Whether they're man enough to say it, they want that, right? And a lot of women don't want to be that to a man, right? So in Japan, they went through a similar thing like after World War II, I believe. And literally, Japan is a dying country in the sense that they're the oldest country in the world. They barely have any young people. Most of the older population is single, have no kids, and especially now, the birth rate is the lowest it's ever been, and is the lowest in the world. So these are the effects of where America could possibly be going, bro. You know what I mean? And I don't know if niggas ever thought about that. I never thought about that till I read that article.
Nah, so basically, it's kind of crazy how you say that too, because it's nuts, bro. Our era, we don't want to have kids. Like,
we don't
want to have kids. You know why though? Because females are independent. They want to go do. They want to be calling us bros. Do everything the bro want to do. Yada yada. They want to kind of be like the man. Like, nah, we are equal to men. I'm not saying females are not equal to men. We all have different roles.
Yes. They want to be equal with us in our roles. And I think that's an issue with all of us. We focus on what we don't have as opposed to what we have. Right. So women couldn't be men because you're not a man. Oh, I want that. I want to be a man. I want to go work. I want to be in charge of the finances.
You know what I mean? And it's like, yo, instead of
I'm trying
I feel like instead of trying to like chase the boss and be that boss level, you're close to the boss. Just play your role, and you're gonna be with the boss at any point, anyways. Like you're the wife, like you're the shorty. Like whatever happens to that man, you are considered in that plan as well. Like you know what I'm saying? Just play your role, and then y'all could go forward.
And that's my thing, bro. I'm telling you, if you're a good woman, bro, and I don't care if your man makes $1 million, that's your $1 million. You in control of that, really.
Right.
Because men, we lean on women because they're the smarter of us. They're the more sensible. They're the ones who are more intricate with decision makings and stuff like that when it comes to a lot of things. And a lot of men they'll take care of the money, bring home the bacon, but everything else, honey, here's the money, you figure it out.
Right.
You control everything. We've heard about men working and giving their paychecks to their wives.
That's what 50 Cent grandfather used to do. And he was like, yo, my wife's not going to hound me on why she can't get the new dress. She know how much I bring in.
No,
Dead
kizzy
ass.
cap.
She's like, yo,
No,
I'm
kizzy
gonna
cap.
feel no type of way. She know how much I bring, and I can't afford that.
So where are we right now? High value man. We said emotional intelligence.
Oh yeah, Rod just finished
I
up.
said leadership.
Leadership.
Take care of like Just take care of you and make her feel comfortable.
Once again, I'm like a UTP with make a hit.
I just crossed another nigga over, tell him guard up. Double tap the button up on the key, the car gon' start up.